Hi yogis, welcome to week number 12 of our yoga quarantine practice. So let's begin by just taking a few breaths, settling ourselves into our yoga practice. So make sure you come to a comfortable seated position and just continue. Take one more inhale and exhale. And then from here, let's sit on our mat with our legs stretched to the end of our mat. Feel a nice long straight spine here. And then let's just relax a little bit on our hands and point our toes and flex our feet. And point and flex. And point and flex. And point and flex. And point and flex. So we'll roll our ankles, bringing some action to our feet here. And change the direction of that. And then we'll come to stillness. And from here, we will sit with a wider stance, bringing your right leg in. We will turn towards our extended leg. Look towards your toes. Walk your hands towards your foot, keeping our spine straight. Head and neck align with the spine. Pressing our sit bones on our mat as our upper body hinges forward. Take some breaths here. You can also rest your hands on your leg or reach towards your foot or toes. One more round of breath, and then we'll walk ourselves back up to seated. From here, we will place our hand on the floor, the side of our extended leg, and let's do a beautiful extended side stretch here, and then bring it down, and inhale to the other side, and bring it down. Let's twist towards that extended leg side, keeping the chest lifted, spine straight. Keep our breath flowing. Let your breath bring you back to center, and we'll do the other side. So twist, extend the chest and heart forward, straight spine. Keep the breath flowing here. Our next breath will bring us back to center. So let's switch sides, extending the other foot out. Turn towards that foot and walk your hands towards your foot, lengthening our arms, pressing ourselves into our mat as we hinge forward. Resting your hands wherever it's comfortable. Would you rather have your hands on your leg, reach towards your foot or your toes? See what you like to do here. Breathe, don't hold your breath. And then we will walk ourselves back up to being seated. Place your right hand on the floor, side bend, not holding our breath. Exhale down, other side. Exhale down. Let's twist towards your right. Open the chest, shoulders back. Breathing. Bring yourself back to center and do the other side. Twist. And let's return back to center. So from here we'll come to our tabletop position. Knees under your hips, wrists under our shoulders. Child's pose. If child's pose is not available to you, just walk your arms forward. Keep the hips over the knees. And set our head gently on our mat to our puppy pose. So either pose is your choice here. And then we'll all rise back to tabletop. So we'll inhale to our cow pose. Exhale to our cat pose. Inhale to our tabletop. Right arm reaches forward, left leg back in spinal balance. Keep the breath going. Release. Let's do the other side. Release. Child's pose or puppy pose. Come back up to tabletop. We'll repeat that one more time. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. Tabletop. Spinal balance. Keep breathing here. Release. To the other side. Release. Child's pose or puppy pose. So let's return back to that tabletop pose. Let's find our first downward dog. Pressing our knuckles, our tips of our fingers, the pads of our fingers into the mat. Pressing back with our hips towards the sky. You can stay here or drift the right leg up into a three-legged dog. Exhale down. And let's do the other side. And release. And from here, let's all gently walk quietly and slowly to our first forward fold. Keep breathing here, and then we'll inhale to our half forward fold. Forward fold. Then inhale all the way up to our upward mountain. Exhale to our mountain pose. Let's do a few half sun salutations here. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half forward fold. Forward fold. Inhale all the way up to your upward mountain. Exhale, mountain pose. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half forward fold. Forward fold. Inhale all the way up. Mountain pose. Let's do 2 more on our own. We will meet in mountain pose. In mountain pose, let's press our palms together, feeling the muscles in our arms as we engage our core in our mountain pose. And then release. From here, we will inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Let's step the right foot back in runner's lunge. From here, press the heel back, engage your core, and see if you can feel yourself lift away from your left thigh. And then we will gently set the right knee down and lift up. We'll keep our arms down at first. And right here, we want to make sure we have correct alignment. Maybe letting our right foot come forward and having a slight angle with your back knee to hip. And let's just stay here and maybe let your hips sink down a little bit, but still keeping this left knee and ankle in alignment. We're going to breathe here. You can keep your hands resting on your knees like I am, not pressing into them. Or if it's more comfortable for you to just let your arms hang, that's fine too. From here, we will inhale our arms up. Exhale, fingers to the floor. Curl the toes, find downward facing dog. Flow to your plank pose. Chaturanga down. Relax the feet. We're going to inhale to our cobra and stay there. So press forward, shoulders back, chest forward. Keep the breath here. Let your lower back extend. If you're feeling too much of a curve there, just bend your elbows and lower down a bit. And then let's exhale down. Return to downward facing dog. So from here you can walk to your forward fold or drift the right foot up, bend the knee, look past your fingers, bring the knee in and set your foot forward, and then bring the left foot to meet it in forward fold. Inhale, half forward fold, forward fold. Inhaling all the way up to your upward mountain. Exhaling, mountain pose. So let's do that again on the other side. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half forward fold, forward fold. Stepping the left foot back in runner's lunge. Engaging your core, feel the lift away from your right thigh. And then setting the left knee down on the floor. Bringing yourself into correct alignment with your right ankle under your knee. And lifting up to your low lunge. Maybe scooching the right toes forward so you can sink your hips down towards the mat a little more. That's your choice. And we'll stay here and breathe. We'll inhale our arms overhead. Exhale to the mat. Downward facing dog. Flow to plank pose. Lower down to our mat. Cobra. Staying there. Let's roll our shoulders back and move our shoulder blades towards the center of our back here. Exhale to your mat. Downward facing dog. So from here, walk to forward fold or lift the left leg, bend the knee, bring it in towards your chest, look past your hands and set the foot down, lifting that left hand up a little bit to allow that movement, and then bring the other foot up. We'll all meet in forward fold. Inhale, half forward fold, forward fold. Inhaling and rolling ourselves all the way up to upward mountain. Exhaling to our mountain pose. And release. So from here, we'll come into a wide stance and find our warrior two. So heel to toe alignment. Bend the knee. Not moving past the ankle, maybe letting our hips sink down a little bit. Arms out and look over your fingertips. Let's breathe here. From here, we'll bring the arm down, rested on our thigh, and bring the other arm up and maybe towards your ear. Or you can leave it facing straight up towards the sky. Keep the breath going. And then from here, we're going to return back up and inhale all the way back to our reverse warrior. Side angle pose as you exhale. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale. Inhale. And back to warrior two. From our warrior two, we'll bring our hands on our hips, pivot our toes forward. We're going to take a beautiful hinge, keeping the back straight. Looking down towards the floor with our gaze. Hands come down to the mat, fingertips to the mat. Palms on our mat. You may want to extend your stance or bend your knees. Bring your fingers to face each other, middle fingers gently touching or very close together, arms are straight. Then we'll bend our elbows out to the side and draw ourselves down. And inhale, straighten the arms. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. We'll bring our hands to our hips and gently draw ourselves up to standing. Nice. We'll heel, toe, heel, toe, and gently come back to standing and release. So let's do that on the other side. Back to our wide stance, toes towards the short side of our mat. Maybe dropping your hips, but not letting that knee go past your toes. Warrior two. Breathe. Side angle pose. Inhale to reverse warrior. Back to side angle. Reverse warrior. Side angle. Reverse warrior. Return to warrior two. Hands to our hips, toes forward. So hips back, straight back to look downward. Bring the hands to the floor. We'll turn our fingers in towards each other with the middle finger touching. Then we'll bend our elbows out to the side and release down. Inhale up, straight arms. Exhale down. Inhale, straight arms. Exhale down. Inhale, straight arms. Bring your hands to your hips, then gently come all the way up to standing. So for our balance today, we will bend one knee, bring it up towards us. And you're welcome to just hold your knee up with the same arm. Or you can switch arms, put the other hand on the hip, or it might be on a wall. You can stay here and breathe. Or you can twist towards your bent knee side and maybe even extend your arm. Then gently come back and release. So let's do the other side. First, just bringing the foot up off the floor, and maybe that's all you're doing today. Or maybe that's all we're doing today on this side. Same side, hand holds the knee. Or maybe you want to switch. Add the twist or not. And then return back to our mat. So we'll inhale up, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half forward fold, forward fold. Let's step back to our child's pose or that puppy pose. From this child's pose, let's return to sitting on our mat. This time we'll keep our legs straight out in front of us and bring that right leg in, wherever that is for you. It might be closer down towards the end of your leg or wherever is right. Okay. From here, let's go ahead and walk towards our toes with our hands. Press our sit bones into our mat as we extend and hinge ourselves forward with a straight back. So from here, we will turn our palms to face up. You may want to bring your hands a little bit back from where they are. And then we will let our head and back and shoulders and everything relax and breathe here. So we're not stretching as far as possible. We're just surrendering into this pose and breathing. And then we'll gently walk ourselves up to seated. Okay. So let's try that on the other side. Extending both legs out, bringing the other foot in. We're not extending this leg out to the side, it's staying forward. And we're just walking forward. So we're going to stay grounded on our mat, and then we will let ourselves just relax. The back rounds, shoulders release, and turning our palms to face the sky to keep us from gripping the floor and surrendering in this pose. And then gently walking ourselves back up to seated. From here, let's place our right hand on the floor and do a beautiful stretch here to the side. Come back from that and let's do the other side. And then let's twist to our right. Return to center. Let's twist to the left. So we'll come back to center. Let's lay down on our mat. Let's draw our right knee in and gently hold it and breathe. And then we will hold this right knee with our left hand and send our right hand overhead, palm up. If your range of motion does not allow you to have your hand over your head, just slide it over to the side. Breathe. We'll release the hand back to the floor and release our foot. Both feet are now at the end of our mat. And now we will bring the left knee in and gently hold it and breathe. We'll hold this left knee with our right hand and send the left arm overhead, palm facing up, or again, off to the side, if that's better for you. Continue your breath. And then let's bring the left hand down beside us and extend our leg out. And bend both knees and bring them into your chest. Hold on to your legs and gently bring your head and shoulders up off the floor. Curl into a ball. And then release the head and shoulders down. And then let's release each foot down and extend out to the end of our mat. Flowing right into our Shavasana. Letting our back and shoulders and our whole lower body relax on the mat. Letting our arms and hands and feet relax. Allowing our head to feel heavy, our face, eyes, throat, neck, relax and release. So stay here as long as you would like to. At this time, I'm just going to say thank you for joining me today. Subscribe to this channel. Share this with your friends. Namaste.